Here are 10 mistakes not to make when disembarking from your cruise. First one is packing the robes. Yes, those robes look nice. They have the cruise line logo on it, but those are an extra charge. Same thing with the towels. If you take the towels from the deck, they're typically on a sign out system. So it's kind of a record of you having it and keeping it, and you will get charged after your cruise. So make sure to turn those in. Mistake number 2 is not packing your stuff up the last night of the cruise. This just makes leaving the ship a whole lot easier the next morning. And unfortunately, not many people do this the morning of. You're in a rush to get everything packed, get everything organized, get everything cleaned. So you run into a lot of issues here. So just pack up the night before. So while packing up on your last day of the cruise, this is where you hit to mistake number 3. It's not leaving out a pair of clothes for the next day, especially if you did assisted debarkation. So a lot of people will pack up all their clothes, wake up the next morning, and they're still on their night out clothes from before, still in their dress, heels, real nice suit, whatever it may be. Because at that point, the cruise line people have already taken your bags the night before. Now you have no bags, no clothes. Another thing is, do not forget your passport card and your ship card. Be sure when you pack for the night before to have those on you, because when you leave the ship, you're going to need your passport to get through customs, and you're going to need that Carnival card, whatever ship card you're on, and get off the ship. You're going to also want to not forget about taking a picture of that luggage tag. That, or save a copy of it. Because just like on an airline, when you get off the ship, there's going to be some kind of luggage carousel to where all your luggage is going to be held at, and you have to pick it up and go through customs. Unlike the airline, it's not going to have a flight number where you're easily going to find it. It's all going to be color coded or some kind of numbered letter code combination. So be sure to take a picture of that so you know exactly what it is. And I do the same thing when arriving to the cruise port. If I'm driving there, I take a picture of my parking spot. What parking lot am I in? E5, whatever it may be. So you count that as a bonus tip for those of you who are actually going to the port and parking there. Number 6 is not double checking your room before you leave. Even though you may have packed the night before, everything should be in theory already packed away and good to go. Or if you're someone who you cleaned the room the morning of and you think you get everything handled, don't assume that. Do it anyways. Act like there is money in the ship somewhere hidden in your room. There's a $100 bill. Make it a mission to find that. Check in the safe, check underneath the bed, check anywhere. Because once you lose something on the ship and you leave the ship, you can't get back on. And it's very difficult to get it back. You may as well assume that it's lost. For example, me and my wife, one of the cruises, we bought a bunch of pictures and we got a free canvas. So we're supposed to pick it up the last night of the cruise. We completely forgot. So we're going to do the morning of. And again, we completely forgot. We got off the ship, got 20 minutes on the road and thought, oh, snap. We need to get that canvas. So we called Carnival and say, hey, we just got off of this ship. We left a canvas on board. Can y'all get it? They tried to call the ship. They couldn't get a hold of the ship because, well, they're all the crews working on getting people off the ship. They said they'll try their best to get it and send it to us. And after a few months, we give up hope. It was like, no, it was a free gift that we got. So we're just going to let it be. And 6 months later, it arrived in the mail. So yes, we got it, but that shows you how difficult and how unlikely and how long it may take to get your stuff back. So do not forget anything. Mistake number 7 is choosing self-debarkation if you cannot carry your own luggage. Yes, getting off the ship is quicker if you do self-debarkation, but then again, you have to carry all those bags off the ship yourself. And the elevators tend to be pretty full. I mean, one time we waited 30 minutes to get in elevators because every time the doors opened, there was someone already in there. Some are locked off for the crew, so it's hard to get an elevator. More likely, you're either going to wait a very, very long time, or you're going to end up just carrying it down the stairs. Mistake number 9 is taking too early of a flight. A lot of people like to get off the ship and fly home as fast as you can. Even though you had a lot of fun, you just want to recover from all that fun that you just had. So people take an early flight, but you have to plan for the fact that, yes, you may arrive at port at 6 or 7 a.m., but there are times you may not get off the ship at that planned 6 o'clock arrival time, whatever it may be. One time we're on the ship, we arrived at port, and it took us 2 hours to get clearance to get off the ship. I don't know what the issue is, but it's not as predictable as one might think. So please give yourself plenty of room. I say nothing before noon. Some people actually don't want to do it to fly out the same day. They want to fly out the next day just in case. But one way to help ensure that you get on your flight on time is to book an excursion when you get back. It's one of those things that most people don't think about. I get in a port, there's not much to do. Well, if you go to Florida, you can take a trip to NASA. That could be one of the excursions. And that will typically give you transportation from the cruise ship to your excursion to the airport. So double check on that. That may be an option for you. And the 10th mistake people make when disembarking from a cruise is not enjoying the lunch on the last day. You pay for the cruise, everything's already paid for, food's on extra charge, maybe a little more of a limited menu than the rest of the days, but go get your free breakfast. Go get your one last meal. Even if you have to get up super early, get your free meal. You paid for it. You earned it. Eat up. Those are 10 mistakes that people make when disembarking on the cruise. Did I miss anything? You let me know. See y'all next time.